How are you, grade 5? Today, inshallah, we'll complete our lesson, Soil Components. Our part today is called Layers of Soil. The layers of soil are: number 1, topsoil layer; number 2, lower soil layer; number 3, rocky layer. Again, the soil layers are: number 1, topsoil layer; number 2, lower soil layer; the last one, rocky layer. Let's start with the topsoil layer. In the topsoil layers, we can find humus, leaves of plant, roots of plant, living organisms, and small pieces of rocks. Again, what can we find in the topsoil layer? We can find humus, leaves of plants, roots of plants, living organisms, and small pieces of rocks. Leaves of plants. When leaves of plants fall to the soil, they decay, forming humus, so they add nutrients to the soil. What about roots of plants? Roots of plants are very important for plants and for the soil. Why? Because the roots of plants take water and nutrients from the soil to the plant. Number 2, they hold the plant in the soil. Number 3, they help the soil to be cohesive. Cohesive means stick together, to be one piece. Number 4, they prevent soil erosion from happening quickly. They prevent the breaking of soil from happening quickly. The last one, they add nutrients to the soil, because when they fall to the soil, or when they die, they decay, forming humus, so they add nutrients to the soil. Living organisms in the topsoil layer: earthworms and spiders, ants, and some insects. Let's start with earthworms and spiders. Earthworms and spiders make their homes in the soil by digging tunnels. These tunnels are very important. Why? Because they allow air, water, and nutrients to pass easily in the soil to the plant. What about ants and insects? Ants and insects also dig tunnels in the soil, and also they lay their eggs in the soil. And when they die, their bodies decay, forming humus, so they add nutrients to the soil. The second layer of the soil is called lower soil layer. The lower soil layer is found under the topsoil layer, and they don't have much humus. They don't have much humus. The last layer of the soil is the rocky layer. The rocky layer has two parts. The first part is called upper part. The upper part contains pieces of rocks. What about the lower part? The lower part contains solid rocks. Now grade 5, we finish our lesson, soil components. Remember that today we learned that we have 3 layers of the soil: the topsoil layer, the lower soil layer, and the rocky layers. And remember the difference between them. Thanks a lot grade 5 for watching. Goodbye.